Good morning, Ford. A little over 2 weeks ago, we started harvesting. In that time, we knocked out our 600 acres of soybeans, and so far, we've done 160 acres of corn. We have roughly 1,200 acres to go. Cooper and Sable just hopped into a new field, so while they're getting that opened up, Dad and I still have a little bit of setting up we need to do around the farm.
This might be a shock. Things ain't working the way I want them to. Now where's that corn coming from? And I got a hole through that. If it ain't one thing, it's 14 more.
I will say, the backup camera is really nice for hooking up trailers.
I just stopped and got the mail, and you know what? I think Ag Leader sent me something really cool. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. All right. The sweatshirt I had last year from Ag Leader, I pretty well wore it out through the winter.
Hey, Ag Leader, I'd like a Ferrari.
Sure, a good hamburger.
Hamburgers. Oh, we only have about 5 weeks left of eating pizza every day, and then we can eat something else. Cooper, Sable, and Grandpa John are out in the field. Dad's working on setting up some more auger stuff, and I'm gonna go cover the grave that we dug yesterday. Those little black biting bugs are ferocious today.
I'm gonna leave my glasses in the truck. They get so full of dirt and I can't see, and then I run into things. This is called the moisture tester. This will actually test the moisture of that corn. It's about 14.5%, but then I gotta add on temperature. So we're probably at 14.75% moisture. I would say that's about perfect. Hi guys! We're gonna walk over, get the case. Cooper's been driving the tractor, baling hay and stuff. We don't know when the last time the oil was changed. So we're gonna check the oil. Looking good. Cole won't be too happy if I put a hole in the machine shed. Every couple loads, I just like to walk around, make sure everything's working.
Everything working okay?
Yeah, it is. I was just trying to remember the count of what truck I was on. Thirst buds were thirsty.
The old 7140 got upgraded to auger tractor this year. We got a little baby change of plans. Cooper just called and he said the combine's overheating and we think the radiator's plugged up with a bunch of stuff. So we got a little air compressor. We're gonna fill it up with air here, put it in the truck, bring it out to the field so we can blow it out. You know it's harvest when you get in the vehicles and you got all these little bees wings everywhere. Wasn't dusty till you came around.
Great.
You wouldn't really consider this to be a portable air tank, but we're gonna make it work. We're having to improvise a little bit. Luckily, the old Freightliner here has its own air tank. Hey, can you guys move? You're ruining the shot. We don't want the combine to overheat because if that happens, we could crack a head in the engine or we could do other engine damage, and that would be bad because we'd need to get a new engine, and engines are expensive.
What do you got there, compressor? Oh, you're going, yeah, that's smart.
The radiators on the combine are just like they are in the front of a vehicle. Except the combine actually has 4 of them. But this corn is really dry.
When I tested a little while ago, it's 15%.
If it's 15%, that's dry enough where we don't have to run it through the dryer. So if we remember back to soybean harvest, when we pick up a soybean, we can bite it between our teeth, and if it cracks, we know that it's dry enough to harvest. But with corn, we can't do that. If it mellows out and flows, that means it's dry. But if it mountains up and is kind of sticky when you touch it, it's wet. But generally speaking, with corn, we have a machine called a moisture tester that we put the corn inside of, and then it tells us what the moisture is. Because that's a lot more accurate than just sticking your hands in it and feeling it. We got everything blown out, and then we cleaned an intake sensor, and Dad and Cooper took it across the field. They've been sitting down there for about 10 minutes. So I guess in the meantime, Grandpa John and I have been listening to the Iowa State football game. We got Sable and Natalie over here playing corn poker. Is that a Reese's?
No, peanuts. I got M&Ms too.
You're just missing your popcorn and then need to be set. We figured out what's going on. We have a sensor that's bad, but I have to go to a dealership that's 70 miles away to get it. What? Can you blame me?
This will be our first load for the day coming up. Sable's the one running the tractor. This corn here is nice and dry. This is nice looking corn. I'll take you over to the big machine shed. We'll look at that pile of corn and we could probably start transferring some corn into the big machine shed. I need a little golf cart is what I need. Right to where I'm going. Come on in the machine shed here, we'll check it out. I think I'll go ahead and turn that on for a little bit. Oh, sorry guys. It should show you the pile of corn. Once that auger goes to that one, then we'll turn that one on to pump corn to the middle and drop it down. You're like a bird or something in here. Trying to figure out what is a good field to go to, so Natalie, Sable, and Cooper ran around and picked some ears, and now we're gonna do some moisture tests.
These are big ones compared to the ones that we were in yesterday.
What are we using it for?
Kristen and Rusty's out mile long and that over there, you know, on that 15 to 15 and a half, somewhere around there. Luke and Ashley's, the one I just did was like 18.
I believe today is day 21 of harvest. We just fired up the machine, we got the engine warming up. Let's get our monitor fired up and then we can get ready to go. Just a little reminder for everybody, when they're running their combine, you should wear your seat belt, because you never know if the combine's gonna stop for whatever reason. Even if you're doing 10 miles an hour, you will go through that window. Oh yeah, Dad, good job, good job, good job. We tried combining the field around the main farm this morning, but it was just a little bit wetter than what we wanted to harvest, so we're heading down the road a mile and gonna try out another one that we think is a little bit drier. So far in the first 100 feet, we're averaging 200 bushels an acre.
Natalie, what did you do?
I'm getting just a little bit more trash in the tank than I'd like, so I need to climb in the back of the machine here and make some adjustments. Let's give that a try. Small adjustments make a big difference.
We need to run back in the machine shed and check to see how the corn is moving. Earlier today, you seen this pile here. Now this one's getting up and it's getting into the other auger, which is taking it up high and then dropping it down. We can store about 115 to 120,000 bushels of corn in this building. We do have another auger up there, so when that corn gets to that, we'll kick that auger on and it will bring it all the way down here.
This field's got some mammoth ears. Jeez. Hey Dad, I'm pulling into these mile-long rows. I don't know if this is a different number or what, but there's a little more green in here and this corn's a little bit wetter. You want me to try to hop across the driveway and see what that looks like?
Who do I look like?
Neva, you're running over the corn.
Hello? Dr. Cornstar? What's the number for? Corn, corn, corn.
Okay, Neva, put the ear corn down.
Phil and I are gonna play a little game. It's called a rhyming game.
Orange, go, you're up.
And there's not anything that rhymes with orange.
Yeah, you lost. I win. Okay, 1 point for me.
How's that fair?
Life's not fair.
Take a word.
Silver.
So I decided to deliver.
Silver and deliver.
Yeah. What are you talking about? That does rhyme, doesn't it? Silver, deliver. What? It does rhyme, Cole. Silver, deliver. I don't really get how rhymes work, actually.
I have a confession to make.
It does rhyme.
No, nothing rhymes with silver. So I win again! I get 2 points.
I wanted to relax, so I decided to go sit by that tree.
Then I got attacked by a bee.
So then I decided I'm gonna go inside and drink some tea.
And then I sat down and I listened to Gary V.
And I decided to say weed.
And I realized I had to pee. I can't believe this! We found corn that didn't get hit by wind! Oh, there we go, that's more like it. Seriously though, auto steer is a lifesaver. I broke something, and we're probably done for the night. Oh hey, look, a $600 snoot that I've broke 3 times in 2 years. I'm not very happy. I was going through and there's a dirt mound on the side of the field and it just darted into it. I should have known better, should have had my head higher.
Any call?
Hey, we're gonna need to call up Titan and get a right end snoot.
I guess this is not a good time to say, hey Cole, it's all about the ratings.
Our case dealership closed 45 minutes ago, so we're trying to get a hold of them. And in the meantime, we're gonna try to get Sable's auto steer working in the 340 again. For some reason, it just stopped working. I'm gonna try pulling some fuses out by the battery, and if that doesn't work, I don't really know. Tried the fuse thing, that didn't really seem to work, but I flipped a different switch over here, and now it's working. If you couldn't tell by my reaction earlier, it's never a very good day when you bend one of these. Today's been one of those days where we've been getting something done, but not as much as we'd like to get done. Ooh, hey, another white corn cob. Overall, looking at this particular variety, it looks pretty nice. It's standing up well. We hardly have anything falling over. This is about as bad as it gets over here. The ears over here are looking better. They're definitely not monsters by any means. The yield monitor is basically saying anywhere from 170 to 190. Looking at an area that the combine's already been through, it seems to be doing a pretty good job. We're getting all the kernels knocked off the ears, so that means our concaves are set correctly. Digging through the chaff, I'm not seeing a whole lot of kernels on the ground. Our corn head's cutting the stalks really nice. We don't have any really long ones sticking out here, and it's exploding the tops of them, which is what we want because that's going to allow them to rot better. I think we got her. We're gonna have to try her without the sensor because we just don't have the time to get that back on tonight. Since we don't have the sensor on the end anymore, I no longer have height control, and my auto steer also doesn't work because that's tied into the height control. Little frustrating and a little slow going, but we're gonna adjust and we're gonna get as much combine tonight as we can before this rain comes in. When I'm in corn that's standing up like this, it's not so bad, but when I get into a down area like this, I'm leaving a little bit behind because my finger is not as good as the computer is at keeping the head right on the ground the entire time. You guys want to see something super aggravating? That looks normal, right? 2 in one night. Oh my goodness. Okay, good news. It's not broken. It just bent this bracket. That bolt must have fell out, which caused it to swivel around. So we just got to straighten this bracket back out. Definitely wasn't an ideal day today, but hey, we're one step closer to getting done with harvest.